But right now we both need to heal and go through the pain on our own, and that's the tea. That's also what my therapist said. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I still don't have an intro, so yes, this is the intro. I promise I will get an intro, maybe? But anyways, I wanted to do a little update video for you guys, a little Q&A moment. As you can see, I'm in a room you guys haven't seen before. I'm in my guest room. This is not designed yet. I'm super excited to announce that the home makeover series is launching on my channel, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Sunday the 16th at 11 a.m. PST right here on Mr. Preda. I'm so excited. You guys are gonna live. Okay, let's get into it. So I put a story out the other day asking you guys to ask me some questions. Let's get into it, shall we? First question, how are you doing? Sad face. This is a loaded question. I feel very attacked right now. No, let me be real for a sec. Honestly, I'm doing well. I'm definitely sad, but I don't know if that's the depression because the breakup or just what's going on in the world. I think we're all kind of going through our own ups and downs. Some days are really good, some days are really bad. I have like this weird thing where I have like a burst of energy. Like I wake up at 6 in the morning, go for a walk with Storm, go for a walk with Lark, and then I'll work out, and then I'll come home, and then I'm just like drained, and I kind of like putter around doing little things, and then I don't have energy until like 3 p.m. So I'm guessing that's depression. I usually know if it's depression if there's a bunch of like cups or beverage empty plates next to my bed, and that happened. And I also ate an entire box of little ice cream sandwiches, so there's definitely something going on there. But I'm lucky enough to have a therapist and have great friends who check up on me. But I'm doing okay. I'm definitely going through the emotions that one does after a breakup, and with everything else going on in the world, it's probably like 10 times worse. But that's not to say nobody else is going through stuff. We're all going through stuff. You guys have been so loving and so kind and showing so much love. I really appreciate it, so thank you guys for that. How is moving into your new place mentally/emotionally? I feel like it hasn't really sunk in yet. I don't know how to explain that or how to word it properly, but I feel like it just feels like an adventure for me. It just feels like a project, and this house is a big project. I experienced a bunch of emotions when we first broke up in March, and then I experienced a whole nother set of emotions when the breakup video came out in July. And now, you know, almost a month later, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Like, it's weird waking up in the middle of the night. I don't really sleep that well. Like, in my bed, I sleep great, but then like I'm just like really restless, and it's weird like waking up in the morning. And I'm gonna go in and out of an accent because I do that when I'm nervous and I feel a little uncomfortable. But no, it's weird waking up and not having somebody next to you. And I miss that, and I miss him, of course, but those emotions just creep right up and get you. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. It is definitely really hard, but we're getting through it. We're both getting through it. We talk. I just know that I need space and I need time. I need to focus on myself and this project in my home because I can't jump right into a friendship. It's hard, but I definitely need space. We both do. This is his first relationship and first breakup, so I kind of want to sadly be the bad guy and be like, listen, we need to take some time right now, and hopefully in a couple months we can like jump into a friendship. But right now we both need to heal and grow and be independent and go through the pain on our own. We can't just like be there to support each other, and that's the tea. That's also what my therapist said. So kind of trusting that. I've never lived in the same city as an ex, so it's very weird for me. I'm trying to draw that line now. I went on a hike the other day with the dogs, and it was really nice, but obviously it's not like a day-to-day thing, which is hard for me because it was 6 years of constant waking up next to somebody and talking to someone and relying on them, and you know, just a relationship. So, but with that, that's the last thing I'm gonna talk about the relationship, just because I just kind of wanna, I don't really wanna answer any more questions about it. So, okay, next question. Where is your mom going to live? So, if you guys didn't watch the house tour, which I will link down below, my mom lives in my guest house. I have a detached guest house, which eventually will be like a filming studio and a creative space. Right now, she's living with me for as long as she wants. She also has Lark. You guys are asking about Lark. So I do have Lark and Storm, and he has Wolf and Moon. We decided that because I connect more with Lark and Storm. I love all the dogs, but Lark and Storm, they're really great in the car. They love to go on car rides. They love to hike. They're more energetic. Whereas Wolf and Moon are more indoor dogs, a little lazier. It just like really fits the vibe of who we are as people. But yeah, my mom is living with me. She's adjusting well, you know. She also went through a breakup too, like with this whole situation. She saw him as a son, and it's been hard for her, you know. She also feels alone. She doesn't have a ton of friends, and it's hard for me because I kind of want to be alone because I like to just go through my emotions by myself. But I'm really lucky to have her here. It's a safe place for her. She works a lot, and she has Lark with her. Lark actually lives with her in the guest house. and then she comes and stays with me during the day. She'll come on errands with me. We'll go to the dog park when my mom's working. So it's the best of both worlds, but we're going through the same thing. It's really emotional for sure. Will there still be a reunion with the puppies even though we're in a pandemic? I don't think so. Maybe with the ones in LA, which are green, yellow, obviously moon, and I think that's it. Blue. Yeah, blue. But I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a little tricky, but maybe next year, who knows? I don't know why I got this question so many times. What's your relationship with Gabbie Hanna? I don't have a relationship with her. I wouldn't consider us friends, like we don't hang out or anything, but wish her the best. I mean, there's really nothing else there, but I want to put that to rest. I don't know why I was getting that question so many times. But to go off on that, with the breakup, I had assumed that our friends would support both of us. Some people didn't. Some people came with me that were friends with me before, but I want everybody to be friends with everyone. I don't want anyone to pick sides. A few people have. I was unfollowed by a bunch of friends that I considered to be my friends in real life, and that was really hurtful. So it was just weird. It was just like not really mature. I don't understand. It wasn't a lot. It was like 3 or 4, but I wasn't even close with them anyways, or that close, so whatever. They can do what they want to do. Canceled. How tall are you? I am 6'2.5", I think. I don't know. We'll call it 6'2". How are you? What is something you have learned about yourself since being single? Honestly, I've learned that I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I feel like in my relationship, like I lost a bit of myself because I was so focused on other things and taking care of other people and projects that I put a lot of myself on the back burner, and that's never okay to do. You need to have a balance in a relationship. And I feel like I just gave all my energy to one certain thing or 2 things or 3 things, and they weren't focused on me. So I realized like the second I started focusing on myself, things started coming into my life and I started really flourishing. Like I'm so proud already of this channel, the amazing amount of growth we've had already. I feel like I have like a community here of support, and I'm so grateful for that. So make sure if you're not subscribed to, please subscribe and turn on my notifications so you don't miss a video. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to stay with 2 days a week, and maybe we'll go to 3 days a week. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've just learned that I am stronger than I ever thought I was, which is kind of amazing. How do you process with life after a breakup? I mean, you just gotta feel all the emotions. You gotta go through the heartbreak, you gotta go through the good times, you gotta rely on people, you gotta stay active. For me, I love a project, so thankfully I have this house project that I'm working on and a few other projects, wink, wink. And then I have my friends, like, unfortunately, because it is quarantine in LA and everywhere, wear your mask.
And that's on period.
Period. I don't get to see a lot of them in person unless they've been also quarantining. I think I've seen like 2 people, they've come over and we've like socially distanced hanged. I'm not going out to any parties. Should I call some people out? No. I'll let the world do that. I mean, they're already doing that. I'm not going to parties. I'm not attending parties. I'm not throwing parties. I'm not going to clubs. I'm not going to restaurants. You don't need to be doing that stuff. So I'm taking it very seriously. Just focus on yourself. Work on things that make you happy. Do things that make you happy. Like read, listen to music, write, paint, pick up a little new hobby. I know it's like weird, but you gotta get through it. You just gotta feel all the emotions. How are Storm and Lark adjusting? They're amazing. Honestly, we go on hikes super early in the morning and then we go on a walk later at night. They're awesome. Storm has found his spot under my bed. He loves to sleep there. Lark stays with my mom mostly, but she does come up here too. I do need a fence in my backyard because I want them to have a space to run around in, but they're doing really, really well. What are some must-haves for decorating? I bought a house, need tips / starting point. For me, and you guys will see this in the house series, I think your bedroom and your living room are the most important places because I feel like that's where I spend my most time. We spend our most times in our bed, so I would highly suggest really putting in your money to your bed, your bedding, your mattress, and making that feel like a little haven for you. I think bedding, sheets, pillows, blankets, all that stuff is super important. You can do it for a budget. You can get all that good stuff at Target, Home Goods. I get stuff elsewhere. I get things from everywhere, from all sorts of different stores and online shopping. So you can really do it within a budget, and I will teach you guys that in my home series. For your living room, I think a couch is super important. I spend a lot of time on the couch with friends, watching movies. So a good comfy couch, comfy pillows, blankets, just making it really, really cozy from all the stress of the outside world. Just to have a place where you can like sink in is so good. There's nothing better than a good couch. Having a good, honest meal with some friends on your couch, watching a movie. That's like my favorite thing. Will you make a video of making a raised garden bed in the future? Yes, I am doing a vegetable garden video. I did one back in May, but since then I have taken those planters and I moved one of them here. The other I gave to a neighbor. Favorite post-breakup distractions / tips? Like I said, like trying to pick up new hobbies that you've always wanted to do and never had time for. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going surfing again. I am drawing again. I'm painting. I'm working on a company that I'm launching in the fall. I'm doing improv. I'm writing new scripts. Like, I'm doing all those things that not that I didn't have time for, but I just like, they weren't a priority in my life. So all of those things are really important. And then also reaching out and strengthening friendships that you've had that maybe fell to the wayside or you didn't put enough effort into. That's really important to me right now as well. Do you ever see yourself moving out to Montana since you feel so at peace there? I don't think I would move there permanently. I'd love to move there for like the summer or something, or like maybe like the end of summer into fall, beginning of winter. I definitely want to have a place there in the future. I'd love to have a cabin there or something, or just buy land, but I don't think I would move there fully. I'm not leaving LA. Like, LA is home, it's where work is, it's where business is, meetings, all these awesome productions that I'm working on. So yeah, I wouldn't leave LA. I'm really happy where I'm at. Has it been hard living alone? I touched upon this earlier. It has. I mean, I love being alone. I've been on my own since I was 16. I never really shared that story with you guys, but I've been independent on my own since I was 16, put myself through school, always was working, always like making things work, I was just like on my own since I was a kid. So this doesn't feel weird to me. Like, it feels normal. I think for me, it's just like staying busy and keeping my brain active that really helps. Yeah, it's weird. It's a very mature answer. Are you ever gonna start vlogging? I don't know, because compared to a lot of other people, I like keeping a lot of my life private. I like to put out what I like to put out, and the rest, like, I like to share those moments with myself and like write about it. I look good. There's a mirror behind me because I don't have a monitor. Wow, I do look good. I don't know. I don't like daily vlogging. I think it's too stressful on people. I don't think you need to put all that information out in the world, because then you get all that criticism back. What I got from being in vlogs for 6 years was a lot of people telling me who I am as a person and not knowing who I am. I can't tell you how many comments just in the recent videos, they're like, wow, I actually never liked you before, but I really, really like you now because you guys are seeing a more authentic Daniel. Like, I'm weird and funny and well-spoken. Look at me just complimenting myself. Like, you guys just see so many different sides versus like me standing behind a person and putting on more of a personality that kind of fits the room, or not trying to overpower someone when they're speaking, or taking the light away from somebody else's video. Like, I can be completely myself, show you guys my talents, and show you guys the real side of me that you guys have never seen before. I mean, I'm one to take this advice as well. Be careful of what you say online, because words do hurt, and they're always on the internet. And once they're in somebody's head, like, they're really hard to get out. But yeah, daily vlogging just brings in a whole different world of cretins commenting on your lifestyle and who you are as a person. And I don't really want that. I'd rather have these more produced videos where you guys see my personality, a mix of like vlogging and production. That's really my style. But the house series, it's not gonna be fully produced. It's gonna be a mix of both, because I think that is so much more entertaining than a video that's not attainable. Like, I wanna take you guys along the journey and like show you that you can do exactly what I'm doing too. I'm not a genius, I'm just talented. Kind of noisy. Where's your dad now? Did he try reaching out to you? Again, this is something I've never really spoken about family on my channel or in public. I'll save it for the book one day, but I don't have a relationship with my father, and that was a choice of me. We had a really toxic relationship growing up. He's extremely religious. He is bipolar, and he was an addict for a very long time. And he's a Trump supporter, so I don't really fuck with that, you know? If somebody doesn't love you for who you are, then sometimes you need to pull yourself out of that equation to move on and grow as a person. So if any of you guys are going through with that, like, if you can, unfortunately, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are younger and dealing with that. So I suggest like relying on a friend and talking to a friend, but like when the time comes that you can leave or move on or just separate and just like move on and forgive, like, there's nothing wrong with forgiving and forgetting and moving on, so you better yourself. And then maybe down the road, you guys can be in a relationship. I'm not saying never say never, but I just don't have an interest of having a relationship with my father. But I have forgiven him for all the stuff he's done to me in the past and how he made me feel and whatnot. I am not really ready to share that with the world. It's really like personal, and I get super emotional about it, and I don't want to cry. He has not tried reaching out to me in a while because he's blocked, so oops. Will you still be producing ETN in the future? I don't know. So everything with COVID is happening, so production is on halt right now. Anyways, it's kind of like a sign. I would like to be, but also I know it's healthy to take this year off and to work on my own stuff, put myself first. But in the future, who knows? Like, if we can still work together and things are like really, really good, I'd love to, but that's his baby and I will always be supportive and so happy for him to see wherever it goes. If it happens that we work together and create some magic, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm good either way. Are you open to dating or are you currently staying away from boys? Boys. We love boys, don't we? But boys are on the back burner right now. I don't think I'm ready to share myself in that way with anyone, and I'm obviously still healing and I will for a long time. I mean, I can't really say anything more because you never know who you meet, but in this, like, there's no way of like dating right now. It feels really uncomfortable to even date at all, especially with COVID going on, like 6 feet apart, 6 feet apart. Bro, when are you gonna kiss me? We're 6 feet apart. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know, it just feels weird. It just feels weird and it doesn't feel like it's right. I haven't dated in a long time, obviously. And even when I was, like, I never really dated. I kind of just like, somebody came into my life that was really special and that's like how it happened. I wasn't like ever on the hunt for someone. It's gonna be weird when the time comes. So don't be sliding my DMs because nothing's gonna happen, boo. When are the decor videos a-comin, sweetie? Next Sunday, we launch this new series. I'm gonna tease the name of the series next week. I'm super excited, so make sure you subscribe, make sure your notifications are on, and I am so excited to launch this. It's gonna run for about 2 months. I think I have 2 months worth of content that I'm gonna be filming. I kind of scheduled it out that way. What type of vibe are you going for in your home? So at my last place, it was really new and a little cold, and I loved it, don't get me wrong, but it was like, it's kind of hard to style. The ceilings were really high, the house was really big, but this house already has a vibe. It's like cottage core, sweet, very nestled in the woods moment. So I'm kind of going for like a vintage, eclectic, lots of color, lots of charm, lots of character, but I really want to be comfy and cozy. But the outside space is super important to me. Obviously, you guys know I love being outside. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like old Hollywood glam, but with like touches of modern moments, like vintage, eclectic feel. Sorry if this is personal, but do you ever see yourself in a relationship again? Of course I do. I believe in soulmates. I believe in going out, putting yourself out there, meeting the right person. I'd love a family one day. Who knows if it's in the books for me, if it's in the cards. I thought it was, but that didn't end up so well, now did it? I'm teasing. Yeah, of course I am. I am looking forward to that one day. Do you feel like you're finding a new/old version of yourself starting over? Absolutely. I kind of touched on this before, but if you had met the Daniel who moved to LA, you would have fallen in love with him immediately. He had this crazy fire, and I feel like I'm becoming that person again. I kind of was like on cruise control for the past couple of years just because like everything was very similar. We had like there was a schedule to life. I don't like to have a schedule that you can see all the time that you have to abide by. Like I want to be surprised. I miss that, like those moments of like not knowing what you're gonna do next. I am a Sag, so we love to fly around, be a little crazy. I am a fire sign. I need like excitement and fun, but I also always love to come home and be grounded. Yeah, I am finding an old version of myself, but it's like almost a new version, a more like 2.0 model. I'm excited to be happy again. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of those moments, but I know I need to experience all that right now so I can appreciate whatever comes in the future. What TV shows are you binging or movies you recommend? I'm not really watching any movies right now, but on Netflix, I am watching Hannibal. I am in season 2 and it is so good. If you guys like horror, fantasy, that kind of thing, go for that. It's a little gory, it's a little scary, but I really like it. So if you're a fan of that, I'd say go for Hannibal. I heard season 3 wasn't the best, but 1 and 2 have been amazing so far. Also, I'm watching Canada's Drag Race on Wow Presents Plus. It is amazing. It is so good. I love all the queens on it. It's such a good show. What's with the porn stash? Well, as you can see, it's gone. I looked really good in it. Picture. I think I looked great. What do you think? No, that was only grown out for a project I was working on and I shaved it off. I actually shaved too low. I haven't shaved this low in forever, but I couldn't find my other trimmer. Any new business plans in the works? Yes, I am launching a business plan in the fall, fingers crossed. I'm super excited about it. You guys have been asking for merch for a long time, but this is my own spin on it. I think you guys are gonna really, really love it. We're still in like the beginning-ish details, but fingers crossed, hopefully mid-October-ish. If not, it'll be around Black Friday, and I'll let you guys know, but stay tuned for that. What's your cheat meal / treat yourself food? Always pizza. I love pizza. I like to make it myself. I like to order out pizza, sushi, pasta, any type of bowl with rice and vegetables and like a protein. I'm staying away from ice cream and that type of thing, but I also love fresh fruit all the time. Are you truly happy, or are the smiles and laughter for show? I want you guys to know, I think you already know, that I cannot fake my emotions. Boys do cry. Everyone cries. It's fine. You need to cry. You need to let out those emotions. It's really, really healthy to do that. Yeah, I don't fake it. This is me. I think maybe that's one of my downfalls, that I can't fake my emotions. I am happy. It's just, I'm also sad. I don't know what else to say. Going to get OnlyFans. I cannot tell you how many comments were in the gardening video because my thighs were out. I'm not getting an OnlyFans. The OnlyFans I'm gonna get, and the only porn I'm gonna do is house porn, power washing porn, decor. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans and just like decorate shirtless and trick everyone to thinking that it's nude or something. Can we get a new house tour? It looks so aesthetic. Yes, you can get a house tour. So the house series is gonna run probably for 8 episodes. And then at the end, I will be doing a grand house tour, so you guys see every little nook and cranny, every little detail. I think that's coming end of October. All right, well, this was a long video, but thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this little life update Q&A and got to know me a little more, got to know what I'm feeling. I cried, I laughed, I cracked jokes. I am unwell, but it's okay, aren't we all? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, and leave a comment down below and show some love to somebody in the comments. Spread some positivity. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Makeover series launches next Sunday. I still don't have an outro, so yes, this is the outro. I love you so much. Bye!